Hi guys, we're keeping it very sweet today because that's all I can do. Oh, I should take a thumbnail, huh? I'm sorry for always saying that there's always something going on in my life that's stopping me from making the actual good video that I want to make. This is gonna be a good video too. My relationship with writing, let's be honest, I wouldn't call myself a writer like in any sense of the word. Well, okay, maybe in a tiny sense of the word because that's why I'm making this video, but like just a little bit. I realized how foundational writing is for basically like everything in my life. Like, yeah, okay, I journal. I do write a lot when it comes to my TikToks before I even say them. If I have like an actual idea that I want to share, then I have to write it out because I can't. I also write out my YouTube videos, but you guys know that. That's more like scripting, more research writing for the most part. This video is gonna be more of like a get to know me type thing. It's gonna be more of an anecdotal life experience told through the perspective of writing just because I feel like it would zhuzh things up a little bit. You guys should get something out too. You should get out, I don't know, like if you don't have any coloring to do, then do some chores. Do laundry, do the dishes, because this is gonna be a long one, this is gonna be a doozy. Let's choose something to color. This is my color testing sheet. I have quite a few. I am exactly like those TikTok bitches because I did find this off of TikTok, but look at how sweet that is. Like, I'm literally gonna die. Sometimes I'll go to this person's, like the person who created the art for these coloring books, I go to their page and I'll like look through their tagged for inspiration because a lot of people color their pages and then tag them, post them, tag them. I always feel so unoriginal after looking at that stuff and uncreative. I'm like, holy shit, I'm the stupidest person alive because I didn't come up with that. It was from them that I realized, oh my god, I'm able to like color it all silly like this. Can you guys see? I hope you can see. This is actually like the third time I'm trying to film this. Every time I run into technical difficulties. Okay, talk normal, talk normal. I don't know how to talk normal. Dude, this coffee is, let me pick something. Okay, we should do this one. It's going to take a lot of my creative energy, if we're being completely honest, so I'm gonna interject in the middle so that we can figure out exactly what kind of patterns we want to go on all of these clothes. Oh my god. I'm so excited. Let's create a wardrobe for this guy. I think the best place to start would be in kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? Also, should this person be naked? Should we make them naked or should they already have like a shirt on or something like that? Let's give them a shirt. It is undeniable that the best place to start would be in kindergarten, for that is where I first learned how to create a letter with a pencil or pen in my hand. Handwriting, penmanship. That's where it all started, baby. I mean, come on. Actually, I'm not sure if it was kindergarten. It might have been in preschool because my parents were really gung-ho about me being like the smartest person alive, so they tried to get me to start all of those things pretty early. It might have actually been preschool, but I don't have any recollection of preschool. I actually do think my first memory ever was in my preschool classroom. I lived in Connecticut at the time. In the middle of nap time, it was so quiet. You could hear a pin drop. There was not a crack in the room, nothing. I don't even know what I'm saying. I remember waking from my nap in the middle of the day and looking out into the window. And you know what's right next to this window? A beautiful rolling hill filled with trees of different autumnal colors, the red, the orange, the yellow. Oh my god. That was my first conception of beauty. And I may have learned writing in that grade too. I don't know if that was the time, so. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, baby. Uppercase, lowercase. We got to learn all of that kind of stuff in preschool, maybe? Kindergarten, maybe? The school that I went to from kindergarten to 8th grade, they were very also gung-ho about making the smartest kids alive, which is very interesting. I feel like when I'm gonna talk throughout this video, I'm gonna have a lot of like hidden feelings that are gonna come up over the surface because, oh my god, I think about it and I actually get PTSD actually. Oh my god, that is so sweet. That is the sweetest thing ever. Let's make the snout pink. Look at me, I'm such an artist. And my artistry started with writing in kindergarten because you know what this school was? Sorry if I'm getting a little bit distracted. This school had competitions for literally every single subject. Every single subject they had a competition for, not just the spelling bee and the, it was like we had the math bowl. A math bowl. What do you mean, Super Bowl? Math bowl. That's so crazy. There was a science fair, of course. There was a geography bee. I don't think we ever had like any history competition or anything like that, but we did have an art fair. We did have, even when we got a little bit older, we started to learn about computer programming and we would have a computer programming competition. What do you mean? What do you mean computer programming competition? I don't know. I guess it did stimulate our creativity. But the thing is, this school encouraged competitiveness almost to a fault. That honestly, that's all I saw when I looked at my fellow classmates as I grew up throughout the years. Not in kindergarten. In kindergarten, it was very sweet. But they started planting the seed there, okay? My classmates were not my friends. They were my competitors. And that started very early. They made sure to establish that very early in kindergarten because I got my first whiff of what it felt like to be an accomplished person, to have like your talent recognized by somebody else other than your parents in kindergarten. So, like I said, there were all of those competitions. There was one for writing, okay? And it was called The Young Author. Oh, that's so cute. Little kids, they're writing stories, a young author. No, this is a cutthroat competition. This is a cutthroat competition. They would award certain people in the classroom first, second, or third place. And the judges were administration of the school, and supposedly what they would do is during our musical performance, which they called a program. We sing on the stage, the parents would come, they would watch, they would take pictures, videos, it would be so cute, it would be so sweet. No, they called it a program. I don't know, I really feel like that school tried to just like suck all of the life out of everything. Calling a musical performance a program, that sounds so robotic. I don't know why they're sucking the humanity out of this. So, oh my god, I have so much beef with them. Should I make this wood? I should make this wood. I already made this wood. I was thinking about making the frame gold, but no, that's stupid, right? Yeah, we'll stick with this. Supposedly these judges that were part of the administration, they would go during the program, okay, while parents were watching their little kids sing along, and they would go read all of the stories that because we all had to write a story for the young author competition. It was not something they could just opt out of. No, we all had to write a story, and they would read every single one of them. They were tacked on the bulletin board that sat outside of our classroom, and then they would award first, second, and third place. Never really clicked until now. There was not enough time to read every single one of those stories and decide on merit who was actually the best writer there. See, a trend emerges as my time at the school continues, as the years pass by, that there are certain students that were just chosen as the smart kids. And since they were consistently getting good grades, it was kind of like a positive feedback loop. They didn't really have to try. Well, you know what? Let me not say that. But I feel like I was one of the smarter kids, but I was not the smartest kid in the classroom. I had so much beef with that girl. Oh my god. It was internal beef because I was always like very nice to her on the outside. Let me continue coloring. I totally forgot that this is what I'm doing. I was very nice to her on the outside, okay? Of course I was, but there was so much jealousy that I don't know, I harbored for her in my heart, and we still follow each other. She might watch this YouTube video. Hi, I'm not gonna call out your name. I'm not gonna call out your name. Sorry, I'm sorry. I totally forgot that like real life people can watch. Now my real voice is coming up. So if you're watching, I'm so sorry. I do think it was the fault of the school for encouraging that competitiveness between us that kind of, I don't know, it caused a schism. Instead of there being like a connection between all of us, it was schismed. She was a sweet girl. She didn't deserve all of that. She didn't deserve to be like the one that everybody had to beat. I was one of those kids that wanted to beat her. God, I'm supposed to be staying in kindergarten right now. I've progressed way farther. I'm talking about like middle school era. I'm sorry. We should go back to kindergarten and talk about the young author again. So while we were singing our little songs, la-di-da, zippity-doo-da, zippity-day, I don't know what song we were actually singing. The judges would go and they would read it. Everybody else in the classroom who was like, he had that kind of competitive nature inside of them already instilled at them at the very, very early age of like, what, 5 years old? Isn't that so crazy? I'm also not gonna do any kind of reflection in the mirror. Like, that is way too complicated for me, right? I'm just gonna make this blue. In the middle of the program, while we were singing our little songs, I remember my little heart just buzzing. I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to see who's going to win the young author. And also the art fair, I think, was also going on at the same time. In the future, they would also have the computer program be judged during that time. Those fucking liars. Little gold accents on the furniture over there, that's sweet. Immediate moment that it ended and we got to flood down from the stage into our parents' loving arms, I was like, oh my gosh, mom and dad, we have to figure out who won. Is this the right color? It is. Lead them by the hand to the classroom, because the classroom is where it is, right? And the bulletin board, I said that already. It was on the bulletin board in front of the classroom. So as we're approaching down this hallway, the light is reflecting off of all of these folders, because all of our short stories were contained in these little folders that had like kind of reflective cover on top of it. So the light is reflecting off of them, but you know, I start seeing like this new gleam, this new glint of gold, silver, and bronze stickers reflecting off of 3 of these short stories, and I'm like, oh my god, I wonder which one is going to be, guys. I'm like, oh my god, which one is it going to be? So we go up to the bulletin board. I'm like, where's mine? Where's mine? Where's mine? And I find mine, and guess what? I got 3rd place bronze in the Kindergarten Young Author 2007, maybe. 8. My sister was born in 2008. Okay, I remember sitting down there, not sitting, I was just standing. I was really small. I remember looking up at my parents like this with big eyes and their little faces gleaming down at me with the most love that I think I'll ever see from my mother ever again. I was so proud of myself. Oh my God. I was so proud of myself. Oh, that's a little bit bright. This one? You know what? We'll just do a little bit, like right in the center. Oh my God, look at me adding texture, not texture, but like dimension, depth into this. Okay, cute. Wait, she's kind of cute. Dude, and I don't know, should I like pattern the vase some way? I always get so scared about this. I'm like, I have to pattern everything so that it's all super cute. It ends up being like a really stressful experience for me. And what should the floor be? Wait, it looks like a little bit of a rug. It looks like a carpet or something. Okay, we could just make it a carpet color. Oh my God, the carpet color I chose already is like perfect for the bear. I don't know what other color we could go with. So when I got 3rd place, I was very proud of myself and a little inkling in me, oh my God, it tinkled. I wasn't thinking that writing was something I could do. I just loved the attention and the validation. And the attention and academic validation would be something that I chased for years on end. Until college, when I really started getting bad. Let's make it all wood. Should we make the back, oh, the back could be wood too? Or should this like be wallpapered? Or is that completely unnecessary to have like this little back? Right, I don't know like that. Let's take it to the 1st grade now. The 1st grade was when we stopped writing in print and we were required from then on to do everything in cursive. We were learning how to do cursive in there, and once we actually learned how to do it, we had to write everything in cursive. Our geography test answers, our spelling test answers, and our young author too, of course, as well as book reports, guys. I think the first book report that I ever did was Call of the Wild by Jack London. I honestly don't really remember Call of the Wild that well. I think it's about surviving in this like Arctic icy environment. Is that true? I remember the snow dogs, like the little huskies. That's all I remember. Obviously, this book report was nothing of literary merit, please. This was not like good literary analysis. The best thing that we could do, I don't know, the best thing that I could do at that age was summarize. I've been doing a lot of coloring with my friends recently, and it's just been so fun. And I was like, guys, we're kind of friends, so what if we did this together? I think it's sweet. All my classmates weren't really fond of the cursive. They were like, oh, this is so annoying, we have to learn cursive. But I felt so happy. I felt like we just got promoted to like an elite new group of people that could communicate in this new language that only the elite can communicate with. Once we moved to the 2nd grade, we did some more compositional material. We did some more book reports. We were still doing the young author because that was an annual competition, but I don't remember what any of this young author stuff was about. Oh, okay, wait. Let's kick it back to the 1st grade real quick, because I remember what I wrote for that story. The main character, which was narrated in 1st person, so that's why I'm saying I. Young lad, little young boy. We had just came to own this property. I think it was like a huge ranch and it came with some horses on it. Dude, I didn't think I was obsessed with horses way back when. Maybe I was. Basically, the story was I was kind of trying to teach this one baby, like I birthed this one horse baby. I didn't have any of the actual kind of knowledge to back up what actually goes into a horse birth, but imagine little 1st grade-year-old me. I don't think I even knew how that worked. I don't even think I even knew how birth worked. Or maybe I did because my sister was born already, but I wasn't there for the birth. I remember I was being driven to school during the birth. My dad missed my birth of my sister? He's dead now, so he's missing a lot more. Ooh, I'm sorry for the dead dad. Girls with daddy issues, the daddy issues girl. I don't even know what I'm saying. I taught the horse how to walk. It was a very sweet little scene, and at least I thought it was a very sweet little scene. I don't think I won anything for it, not even bronze. Ouch. Oh, gotta get this. Gotta get that boom, boom, boom. Oh my God. I've been thinking so much about Benson Boone. Benson Boone! Like, what even? Please stay. Sorry. I gotta get a little bit of that rasp in there. Please stay. Is that gonna get copyrighted? I want you, I need, yeah? And excuse me because I got completely sidetracked, but now we're in the 3rd grade, okay? Any updates on the writing sector in this? Yes. I got my first journal, and guess where I got that journal from, girls? It's beautiful, things I got it from Justice. I got my journal from Justice, of course. I don't even know how much I love that store, and yeah, I did love it more than you. So at Justice, they would have these cute little journals, and it was cute at the time, guys. You have to understand late 2000s, okay? Late 2000s, maybe even early 2010s. We had the hot pink, we had the zebras, maybe even like, I don't know, cheetah print, but mostly zebra print. There was something really alluring of the zebra print at the time. I have to think about my next plan of action. There are too many little things. These stores, they never have anything with the initial U on them. And it's actually pretty annoying because I really wanted things that had my little initial on them because I'm self-obsessed, and I was self-obsessed as a child too. Every time I stepped into a novelty store thinking, oh my god, this time, or like a tourist shop or something like that, this time they're gonna have a little keychain with my name on it. This time they're gonna have a little mug with my name on it, or at least, at the very least, a necklace with the U initial on it. Never. And that goes for Justice too. Justice Just for Girls, that also went for that too, and I'm really sad about that. Like, I ended up settling on the initial J because my middle name is Jasmine. I was like, you know what, if that's the closest that we can get, that's totally fine. Don't remember what kind of little third grade thoughts I had to write inside of there. I think it was just like, oh, we went for ice cream today. But I do distinctly remember having all of the girls in my grade sign inside of my notebook. I might be mixing that up with another time, but I think it was during the third, who's to say? In the fourth grade, that's when things really changed, okay? That's when I started to become a little bit of an entrepreneur. There was like this trend, I don't know, everybody in our grade opened our own little shop. I don't remember what everybody else was selling, but I remember my own merchandise because that's how the business owner works, am I right? I sold with silly bands. I sold those cookie pens too. Do you guys remember those cookie pens? Those silly shaped erasers too. You know, the erasers that like come in shapes of like an ice cream cone or something. I had a lot of them because I was very privileged. If I ever get famous and please God, please God, please, if I ever get famous one day and you guys are like, oh my God, Osma Ali has been privileged. She grew up in a privileged house. Yes. I'm laying it all out on the table right here, right now. I came from a very nice upper middle, I don't even know. Very nice household. I'm grateful for all the things that I've been given, specifically those freaking silly bands and erasers, bro. That's how they spent their money on me, and thank God for that, because I was able to sell it to other people and make my own bank back. Gotta take advantage of the system, am I right, guys? Do you still think I'm sweet and relatable? Do you think am I still sweet and relatable to you guys? The last thing that I actually made myself that I sold at the shop were these handmade cards. People could order cards from me, like maybe a birthday card or a Valentine card. I don't think anybody did that. I got like some submissions for birthday cards, okay? I consider myself a little bit creative and artistic at that point, but honestly, I wasn't that creative. I was just like ripping off what I'd seen on YouTube or something. I'd seen other people do that I thought was cute. Like certain calligraphy styles, certain handwriting styles that were like super cute. I would just make that in a birthday card and I would write whatever personalized message the person wanted to give to their recipient. It was a cute business that I started, and you know, it opened up writing to me in a whole new way as well. It wasn't generative on my part, but it was still a little bit creative, you know what I'm saying? It was creative in its own way. Because prior to this, writing had only been something that belonged in school or belonged in my journal, but I was finding new places for it to go. And another thing about the fourth grade, this is a memory, this is like one of my earliest memories, when I started really developing a consciousness and a personality. I feel like we were in the middle of a history class. Prior to this moment, I feel like we had all been provided study materials to study from, but now we had to like generate that kind of material on our own. We were getting lectured. We were getting lectured about like World War I or World War II, I believe. Don't remember which World War. What? I feel like my eyes are tweaking out right now. I keep seeing like glitches in the simulation. We're in a simulation. I'm just so. I feel like it's the TV because I left the TV on. I feel like the moment I'm gonna look away, it's gonna happen again. Maybe it's just my hair. I think, it's just my hair and it's when I blink. Cause when I blink, the eyelashes like flick my hair in a weird way, so. My teacher was telling us about, oh, the UK, blah, 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 and then I did this, and then I did this, and then ting, ting, cling, cling, cling. They were not fighting like that. They were fighting with machinery. The UK was like that, and then all of a sudden, Britain, and the UK and Britain, and then the UK, but then Britain, and I was like, what is going on right now? I was so confused. I was trying so hard to write so fast in my notes, being like, the UK did this, and then Britain did this, and then the UK did this, and then Britain did this, and I was like, literally, I have no idea what's going on right now. I was so confused. Only did I realize a couple of days later, that the UK and Britain are the same, basically. I don't know if I have any British viewers watching. I think I do. I think, because like from the US, it's only like, it's literally less than half of my viewers are from the US. So I got Mrs. Worldwide. Dude, I'm so sorry. I feel so massively uneducated right now. This is what happens when a STEM kid doesn't take it. This is what happens when a STEM kid doesn't take any humanities classes. Am I right, guys? I took one history course. It was actually very cool. I had such a misconstrued idea of what history would be in like past high school, you know what I'm saying? I just thought it would be the same thing. But why would it be the same thing? Hello? So anyways, that was that. That was another advancement in writing that I had made. Generating my own study materials, which was very big for me because my life was school at the time. In the 5th grade, what happened in the 5th grade? I've literally been recording for like almost an hour now. It's an hour on my camera over here. Just hit an hour. Woo! 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year. I'm sorry, I'm very hyper right now. I literally have not had any coffee in my system other than those 2 sips. I woke up like this. This is just how I am. Depending on the day. The 5th grade is when your girl got introduced to the internet. Everybody was downloading Instagram and Kik at this time. Who remembers Kik? That's so crazy. Who remembers Kik? I wasn't talking to any weird old men. I don't even know where like some of these people were. Like, where did you find these weird old men? You're like, oh my god, I talked to so many weird old men. I go, who are these people? I literally just talked to my friends. I didn't even know how you could, I don't know, maybe I was just like really safe. Maybe I practiced internet safety. Actually, I do remember that. I was very scared of trying anything on the internet because I was afraid that my parents would catch me. Because I remember on Instagram, dude, when I first downloaded Instagram, that night I went on the explore page, and the explore page at that time was only like 12 pictures, right? It was only like 12 pictures and they were the same for like the whole day. Is that the truth? I don't know about that last bit over there, but it was just 12 pictures. One of the pictures on there that like had so many million likes on it, it was just like a really old lady like flipping the camera off. I don't even know, I just liked it. And then my parents found my phone and then I saw that I liked that photo and they lectured me. So maybe I was practicing internet safety because I was afraid of the repercussions. It's not even like that's so crazy. Like, you're kidding me. Like a woman, like an old woman flipping off the camera, you're kidding me. I wonder what it would have been like if they had a son and they found him watching porn. You know what I'm saying? But the carpet's coming out cute, guys, do you think? Or does it like not match the colors of the walls at all? Yeah, I had my own personal account on Instagram and I think I just had the one personal account on Instagram throughout the entirety of 5th grade. We were just having fun on there. This is what I had for lunch. And everybody in the classroom comments like, ooh, looks yummy. Oh my god, I wish I could bring that back. I hate Instagram. No, actually, here's the thing. I love Instagram now, and the thing is I actually love Instagram. The thing is I love Instagram, but the thing is nobody else loves Instagram. Nobody else understands Instagram in the way that I understand it, and I will fully stand by that statement. These bitches just don't know how to have fun anymore, and now I have so many connections with people from like high school or college or something like that that are just watching you. And the only time they post it's like, oh my god, I got promoted to a nursing position or something like that. Not to talk about my nurses. I have some cool friends who are going into nursing. Love you guys, but like very low-hanging fruit. So I'm sorry. Of course, admire all the nurses. Can't believe any of you guys would want to go into nursing. Like I would, oh my god, I don't know why you guys are better than me. And maybe that's why some weird people are going into nursing so they can get some brownie points back for the evil that they caused. I'm so sad. I went to the Renaissance tour and I'm forever grateful for that. Forever grateful for that. I'm so mad that that bitch announced Cowboy Carter tour dates. Please stop. I don't have the money. I don't have the money. You know, 6th grade Uzma, because we're in the 6th grade now. 6th grade Uzma, sorry, did I shake you a little bit? 6th grade Uzma, she did not really like Beyonce. She was like, oh my god, I hate popular things. Whatever. You know who I'm into? Lana Del Rey, Melanie Martinez, Halsey, Marina the Diamonds. Very Tumblr. But the thing is, I didn't even actually get on Tumblr until like high school, and even then I wasn't active. So in the 6th grade, that is when I set up my Instagram fan pages for Marina, and I think I ran one, like I ran a couple. There was some that I ran by myself, there was one that I ran with my friend, and I think with that one we were doing like a Marina and Melanie Martinez combination fan page. Shout out for shout out, like for like. I was on my shit, bro. That's the shit that I was writing. Guys, we're gonna take an intermission. I know that my devices are gonna die like any second now anyway, so we're gonna take a little bit of an intermission. I'm gonna go take a little hop on the shitter. Be right back. Welcome back. I did some laundry during that time, folded all my laundry. Let's get a little bit of an off the shoulder moment. Ooh. I made some notes because I needed to figure out what I wanted to color the clothes, because I was like, you know what? When we go into this, I don't want to be spending time thinking about what I'm gonna color the clothes. Well, I just want to be able to think about what I'm actually talking about. I hope you guys had a very restful intermission. I don't even know if you actually took an intermission or if you just sat through that little clip that I'm gonna put in between these two clips. Like the 5 seconds that I played elevator music or something. I feel like elevator music is the vibe. I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm on Severance right now. I'm on that Severance grind. What are we coloring? Oh my god, it would have been super cute to do gingham. I'm gonna do gingham. We are in the 6th grade, right? And I have my little fan pages. So this is the first time that Uzma Jasmine Ali, circa 2002. Wait, I was born in 2002, but this is not the time that we're talking about, sorry. This is the first time that I am using my own words to communicate how much I love art. How much I love art, how much I love music. This is brand new, guys. Oh my god, I love that. Ah, that's so sweet. And of course, these songwriters that I started fan pages for, they inspired me to try to do my own stuff. Try to write my own songs. Were they good? No. Let me try to remember a song. Let me try to remember a song that I came up with in like middle school, because I remember there are like some ditties that just pop into my head sometimes. Oh, I know. And mind you, my dad died after I wrote this, so you can't make fun of me, okay? I'm the only one that can make fun. It goes like this. I wish you knew what it would feel like to be me, to be me. Okay, so there's another part. I wish you knew it's not a great life if you see. All I remember, it exists in one of my journals there somewhere. I think I actually made a dedicated song journal. So we're gonna start with this base layer pink, and I want to do a little bit of a floral moment. Maybe we can make this into a sweater. Let's make it into a sweater. And then we're gonna do like that. Yeah. And then in middle school, that's when we started to learn how to write different things. You know, we wrote a little bit of argumentative essays, you know, opinionated essays. We wrote a little bit of poetry also as well. So that was like new to me. My poetry was absolutely terrible. That's so true. Like for me, for a girl who was online during the time of Tumblr, but still wasn't even on Tumblr, but was influenced by Tumblr, of course, on Instagram, YouTube, and We Heart It. Anybody know We Heart It? I should not have been writing any kind of poetry. It was cringe and it was terrible, but it's totally fine. But you know what I really did like? I actually really liked writing argumentative essays. I liked being able to come up with an opinion and finding the right ways to back it up. And that is still true for me today. I still like being able to do that. You can kind of see that on my YouTube channel. I feel like that, there were a lot of inklings that we could have had throughout this entire part of the video that we filmed so far that could have spawned into something a little bit bigger for me in the future, but I feel like this is the real inkling that actually did span into something. Argumentative essay. I love that. I also did enjoy getting a little bit more analytical with book reports. I think that that was fun. I actually thought that I was doing like a very good job. To be completely honest, I thought I was very smart. I thought I was good at literary analysis. When I got to high school, that's when teachers started disagreeing with me, and I was like, literally what? How would you know? First of all, how would you know? Okay. For a lot of books that we were reading in high school, there was like a generally accepted message that everybody had to be taught. But when it comes to little things, for example, if the curtains were actually blue in one of the books that we read, I would offer one kind of interpretation and they would be like, no. What do you mean, no? What do you mean, no? That is something that I found to be very, very annoying actually, and probably was what deterred me from actually going and pursuing more English. I think I would have been really interested in something English. They were like, no, and I'm like, I disagree with you. But they didn't like disagreement. Maybe this will become a regular kind of video style for me, I don't know. It is easy, but the filming is actually, it takes a lot of time because my camera keeps dying in the middle of it. I think that I should get multiple batteries. Look at that fucking shit. Look at that. You tell me that that's not cute right now. That's so cute. Oh, I didn't tell you about one of the competitions that we had. This was the speech festival. Dude, when we were kids, the kind of speech festival, the speeches that we would perform to compete with at the speech festival, it would be poems that we had to memorize and recite. But as we grew older, that turned into something different. They decided instead that we would create like another argument and essay and then perform it on stage. Well, actually only the best of the class, the cream of the crop, were able to perform it on stage. So that was me, obviously. It was obviously always really cool. I became really good at just like memorizing things and then performing them. I don't know. I was really, really fond of just like writing something, memorizing it, performing it. I felt like it was a kind of like own performance art, you know what I'm saying? Nobody appreciated it the way I did. Love that. I'm gonna draw a little heart. Ooh, that was pretty good. That was pretty good first try. That's pretty cute. So I remember one of the prompts for the speech festival was, what was the best invention ever? And I came up with Alexander Graham Bell, the telephone. Oh my god, she's cute! She's so cute, and you can't tell me that she's not cute. I love her. I came up with a great hook for this speech. I don't remember exactly what the sound was, but when the invention first worked and the first telephone call actually went through and Mr. Alexander Graham Bell was there to witness it, it made some kind of noise like kazing, kaplunk, boom, bada 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 boom, bida. I don't know, I made some kind of noise, but I can't remember what the noise was. But that immediately caught everybody's attention, and that was one thing that they kept trying to teach us how to do. They kept trying to teach us how to do some kind of like attention-grabbing hook. That is something that stuck with me, guys. I'm also trying to do polka dots on this dress. Do you think it's gonna be cute? I hope. Yeah, I really feel like that moment was it. I really loved doing speeches. Speech was a subject at our school. I don't even know. Speech was a subject at our school. We had to practice public speaking in front of the classroom. We would get graded for it on our performance. And I really loved that. It was like the easiest to me. It was the easiest to me, and it was just fun. Actually, I would practice in front of my mirror. It was either a speech that had been given to us or a speech that we had to make up ourselves, but I loved that. I love that, and now here I am on YouTube speaking to you. I don't know, it all works out like that, right? And then when we got to like 7th or 8th grade and speech we did as a subject, we started doing like acting, we started doing like, oh god, I don't know, monologues. We got to choose the monologues that we had to do from like a selection already. But there was one that I acted like a crazy person. That was my favorite. It was so fun. And that is actually what made me join theater too, because I love it. I loved acting. I don't know. I'm not very good at it. I feel like sometimes I'll like act in the mirror. I'll like come up with a scene. Like right now as we live, I'll come up with a scene and I'll like act it out in the mirror and I'll be like, oh wow, like I'm actually kind of bad. Like I'm actually kind of bad. I overact, you know what I'm saying? It's actually so. I'm glad that I didn't actually put any weight into that because that would have been bad. But this is gonna be the most stylish bear you've ever seen in your entire life. Is this a bear? It's not a bear, it's more of a puppy, right? I have been misgendering this thing, misspeciesing it. I've been misspecifying it. Thank you very much. I'm really sorry if I offended anyone. Okay, I don't even know. Guys, I feel like I lost a little bit of my spark. For some reason, when I came back after intermission, I'm a little bit more tired, but also a little bit more anxious at the very same time. The argument essay, my teachers, they were all saying that like it was very important to make it entertaining as well. Communicate your point and also use all of your resources in a way that reflects their true spirit, I guess you could say, but also make it entertaining. And that was something that I really had a lot of fun with. I had a lot of fun with playing all of those elements together. The 8th grade young author, okay? So we had done 9 young authors up until this point, right? Very in the beginning, like kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, you got to put in your own illustrations in the middle of that. Once we got to like 4th grade or 5th grade or something like that, illustration was not cute anymore. It was not cute. We were writing real literature, guys. There's so much going on. There are literally 2 things going on right now, but there's so much going on. Okay, let's just make this one black and white striped. Because that's very simple. Wrong side, let's use this side. There were many times throughout the years I was trying to come up with a really creative young author, you know, because I was like, let me try. I wanted to be the one to be that one girl that was good at everything and for some reason always got rewarded in literally every single competition that she did. She did put a lot of work into it. There was one young author that I had, I remember it was some kind of fantasy that I attempted. There was another young author that was like a little bit more romance, maybe? I really don't remember. But my last one, the 8th grade one, that was like my final kapow. This was my chance to go out with a big bang and get 1st place, babies. I was like, let's make this shit metaphorical as fuck. And mind you, the content that I was consuming at the time, oh my god, Orion Carlotto probably, dude, was that the time? No. I was like, okay, we gotta make something cute and French, something cute and artistic. I wrote a little bit of a metaphorical, symbolic love story between the beach and the sea, the land and sea. Between the sand and the waves in particular, so if we're being actually very particular, it was between the sand and the waves. I thought it was great. I had the moon act as another character too, because the moon would be the one trying to get them together by pulling the tides and blah blah blah, so that they could get a little bit closer together. But then sometimes the moon would fail. The moon had used up all of its power to do all of that. I thought that it was good. Wish I had all of these things from back home to like show you, but I don't have all of these things from back home to show you, which is really annoying. I'm sorry. I think it was like milk and honey, but like good. I'm saying that, and I'm putting it out there. I'm backing that statement. Sorry, I just like burped a little bit. I lost. And guess who won 1st place? Yeah. Okay, we're tired. We're done with it, but it doesn't matter. We're graduating anyways. 9th grade. This was a new school for me. I was scared. I was scared shitless. What do I even have to say about this? Oh my god. I was in speech and debate. That was the first thing that I did because I thought that I was really good at speech in high school. I was like, okay, in high school. In middle school, I was like, let's keep that vibe going. There was like one specific category that you can compete in. What was it called? Contrasting monologues? Not contrast. Sorry, I'm getting everything mixed up because I did a little bit of theater too. You chose one monologue that was like 10 minutes long. It was like max 10 minutes long. It had to be 8 to 10 minutes long. Dramatic monologue or a comedic monologue. There were some people who did like multiple. Dude, that is an art form. That is an art form, and I will actively support that, back that. It's a one-woman show or a one-man show or a one non-binary person show, one they-them show, one they-them show. I really felt like I should have kept with that because, like I said, that was like one of my most favorite things that I did in middle school, to like memorize a piece and then perform it. I didn't get to write it my own. There were opportunities to do your own thing, like original oratory. I was always thinking about doing that, but then I ended up not doing it. I don't exactly remember why I left. I think it was something to do with, I also did dabble in debate too. Now that was tough. So the only type of debate that I did was public forum, PF, where you competed in a duo against another duo, and I was just like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah, you do get a prompt and you prepare a lot of resources and evidence and stuff, but it's a lot of like speaking on the fly. Monologue stuff, dude. I should have kept going with that. The one that I did in 9th grade, it was like a 10-minute monologue called The Orange, I think, and it was about a girl with anorexia. I fucking delivered that shit, bitch. Let's make this one the little black dress because that will help ease my mind so that I don't have to come up with something new and creative to do for the next set of clothing. This is turning away from writing into something else. I'm sorry, this is turning into like speaking. Low-key love to speak. Low-key love the rush of like going like, I don't know, like, oh, I anticipated getting in front of a group of people and speaking, dude. Oh my god. Okay, so on that note, I also ran for things in student government, student council. We call it something, we called it ASG. Okay, I don't even know. I ran as treasurer every single year because it was safe. So of course, whenever we ran, we had to create a, oh, I forgot that there's more down here. We had to present a speech in front of the entire class, you know, 1 minute, 2 minutes long, to be like, this is why you should vote for me. I think what I said in that speech, because I wrote it out beforehand, obviously. Writing, see, this has a connection. I'm not just talking about absolutely nothing. I wrote, hi, I'm Uzma. And no, not like Uzma Kappa. Dude, I don't even know the person that I was when I was in student council. Me in student council, I grew such a disdain for school spirit. I was like, ew, what the fuck is school spirit? What the fuck is school spirit? I was such a happier person in high school, to be completely honest. I got to college, I was like, what the fuck is school spirit? Fuck that. Fuck that. To be honest, I didn't really like the school that I went to. Yeah, I was in student council. I did do speech and debate for like that 1 year and then that got tired. Then I got into theater. That was what happened in 10th grade. On the theater note, there was something, this was absolutely pivotal to me. Like, yeah, I enjoy making argument and essays, but this was the real inkling that made me into the person that I am today. I was in some theater classes because I had to take them as an elective to fill my art credit, right? I didn't just have to take them, I enjoyed it. It was fun, like I really liked it. But one of the only written assignments that we had in that class, everything else, it was all performance-based, but one of the only written assignments that we had in that class, it was a play evaluation. Oh my god, dude, that changed my life. I'm gonna be completely honest, the play evaluation literally changed my entire fucking life. What this assignment was basically we had to go see some kind of play. Okay, some kind of play, some kind of musical, some kind of performance in person on stage. And then we had to write a play evaluation on it, which is basically just evaluating all of the technical, all of the acting, all of the things. Stage design, costuming, how was the performance, you know, was it good, the blocking, everything. Little old me, I always try to convince my mom to be like, we have to go see something, like, please can I go see something, because it's literally something that I have to do in order to do this assignment. We never got to going. Once that time of the semester came around where we had to actually write the play evaluation, I was like, okay, what had I done all this last semester? What I actually watched that was live? I actually don't know if it was required to be live. Newsies had just come out on Netflix and a lot of people did that. So maybe, no, I actually did that, but it was another semester. Okay, sorry. So back to this. The only live performance that I had seen was this one stunt show in Universal Studios. Really? Can we really do that? I don't know if this is because it's like a stunt show. Like, are you kidding me? Like, it was free as a part of the Universal Studios ticket. You could just walk in. I feel like it wasn't something that actually qualified, like stunt show. But I was like, crack! Oh, it actually cracked then. Crack! Ah. Ooh, let's get into this. Opened my laptop. Actually, it was an iPad. Opened my iPad, typed furiously. We're gonna get this shit, bros. We're gonna make this the best fucking thing you've ever seen. I was pulling out so much knowledge from that, pulling out all of the memories from the show. I was like, okay, I remember there being smoke. I remember there being zip lines and harnesses. Okay, I remember all of it. I was writing all of it down. I was writing about the stage design. I was like, okay, it was like Rocky, and there were a lot of different little platforms that they could stand on. Wait, we gotta make this shit entertaining, because I was remembering what I was remembering from middle school. It's like, you know what? We're gonna make it fucking good. I was really concerned. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to get credit on this assignment because it wasn't an actual play or a musical performance or anything like that. It was a stunt show, so I was concerned. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get docked off or anything like that. I don't think she would have done that anyways, but I wrote the best critical piece on that damn Universal Studios stunt show that this world has ever fucking seen. Sorry for being really conceited, but I thought that it was pretty good given the limitations that we had in place. I was very, very proud of it because I tried to make it like a roller coaster. I tried to make it entertaining, take the reader on a ride. There would only be one reader, but I tried to take the reader on the, actually two, because I read it to my mother and she said it was really good, so yeah. Truly and actually, I think that was the moment that I realized that I have talent. I think that was the moment that I realized that I really like criticism. I mean, you guys know that I like writing my Goodreads reviews on all of these books. I specifically like looking at a piece of art and figuring out which details are working for it, which details are not working for it, and why does it work? Why does it make me feel things? What about it is written in such a way that makes me feel things? I gotta get back to coloring. Let's make this one a little bit yellow, a little bit of a yellowy brown over here. Yeah, that was the right color. That was the right color for this coat. That play evaluation freaking changed my life because it was the first time I had to get really creative with something. I wonder if she knows. That theater teacher, we had a lot of problems. Like a lot of people had a lot of problems with her. But I mean, she was undeniably passionate about her craft, and you have to admire that. Like, I wonder if she created that assignment with the knowledge that some people were going to walk out of it feeling inspired, because I know I felt inspired. I'm really glad that I did theater. I love the knowledge that I gained from there, just like little things. Even just like, I would have never known who Bob Fosse was, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I would have come to know his name at some point, but I don't think I would have ever known who Bob Fosse was. I freaking love that guy's style. I'm thinking about right now, I'm thinking about taking a jazz class just so I can like kind of like, I don't know, I love dancing already, but I'm thinking about doing that. We can leave this like this color, we can make it a little bit more muted. This beautiful thing, yeah. Sorry. So right now during English, this was the time that I was getting a lot of negative feedback from teachers. So while I was doing like, okay, this like play analysis, I was also doing a lot of actual literary analysis, and my teachers didn't like my shit. They didn't like it. I mean, I got good enough grades. They didn't like it. And frankly, I didn't read all of the books. I was very busy, so I didn't read all of the books. But one of them that I'd read in full was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Oh my god, that book is so crazy. Unreliable narrator to the max. The first unreliable narrator ever. That's probably not true, but you know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, right. I'm trying to remember all of my bullet points, but it's not coming up very easy. The college essay, guys. I'm not proud of that. I don't want to talk about that. This was around the time that like that one essay was so popular. The letter S, I think that was that goddamn essay, please. I ended up talking about Ubers. Come on, girl. That's like so privileged, kid. That's so, I ended up tying it into my dad's death. Sorry. I haven't talked about him this much. It's coming back. This video is like super long because raw unedited this footage is going to be super duper long. I really like this color, but since it's literally the same exact color as this freaking carpet, it has to be something else. And then this, I don't like that. I would not wear those boots. Things are really cracking down. Things are starting to get real. Things are starting to get real. I honestly can't really think of a lot of other writing that I did during high school. What else emerged? Like, I don't know. Gotta transition to the next part. Sorry for talking so long about my life. Dude, this week has been really freaking hard. So we gotta like chill out. I really needed to chill out in some way. So I appreciate you guys being on this journey with me. Thank you for being on this journey with me. I'm gonna draw a happy face. I don't like that I did that. I wish I kept it classy, like the way that all those, ooh, here are my January favorites. And it's all like super perfectly curated. And here I got this eau de toilette. And I got this Mason Pearson hairbrush made of boar bristles. And I drew this, a happy face on it. It looks like it's from the kids section to Target. I'm a little bit upset with myself right now. So sorry, I totally forgot what we were talking about. What are we talking about? Let's talk about college now. You know what time this is? COVID. It's COVID time. I took my writing to a different platform this time, and I wouldn't classify it as writing, but there is text involved. There is text involved on TikTok. I feel like I had my tiny little taste of niche micro celebrity fame and I enjoyed it and I was eating it up, I was scooping it up. It was so fun. I'm really grateful for that. Right now, I'm trying to rekindle that inside of me and rekindle that with my audience. It's an embarrassing process, to be completely honest, because it's like you have so many followers and you're getting like less than 100 likes. What are you doing? Get off, get out of here, get out, go. So I just don't like it. It was also during freshman year in the thick of COVID that I started to really, really like reading again. Shared it on TikTok. People enjoyed it. Thank you guys. You book talk bitches are so crazy. You follow anyone so easily. But I love it. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot. Okay, I like that. We're gonna make it a little bit maroon. The sky was maroon. I also started posting a lot of Goodreads reviews, of course, because I just love talking about that stuff. And at a certain point, I don't know if this was like the first serious review that I read, but there was this one time that I read The Love Hypothesis, which was very popular way back when, right? Ellie Hazelwood is still very popular, the author for The Love Hypothesis, but I tried to make a really entertaining review the way that I tried to make a really entertaining play evaluation, and it went pretty well, guys. I then posted a kind of like dramatic reading of it, and people really liked it. They did really like it. It went on for like maybe 2 minutes or something like that, but the people were loving it. They were loving me. Sorry, you can see how like attention hungry I am. I'm so sorry. Do you guys still like me? Do you still like me? I mean, I'm assuming if you're still watching, you either really like me or you fucking hate my guts. I don't even know how plaid goes. I'm trying to make plaid, but I don't know what I'm doing. I love that. I love that. What color should the belt be now? I feel like I shouldn't have made this gold. The buckle? I don't. Ooh, it's so cute. Basically creating my own dream wardrobe right now. And then when it actually comes to college, there was not a lot of writing done. I was in STEM classes, right? So the most that I was actually writing was, I don't even know. Dude, we were, I don't know, maybe like writing the answers to homework questions or stuff like that. There were STEM classes, you know what I'm saying? Like we weren't supposed to make them crazy. Nobody cared about actually doing that either. What should be in here? Dude, I don't know. I feel like I don't want to make them too complex, but also like it would be fun to make them complex. What color should the bow be? Guys, quick. What color should the bow be? Quick, 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 quick. Sorry, I don't want to like add any new colors to the mix, to be completely honest. Maybe we could do more green. We don't have a lot of green going on. Some blue going on. So let's get green. Okay, I think we're gonna make this green. I think writing is a skill that would have become very lost on me if I didn't actively try to do it outside of the classroom. You know what I'm saying? People don't try to write, especially when I'm reading all of these freaking, oh my god, when I'm reading these scientific articles, I'm getting sick. Are we still recording? I'm scared. None of you guys know how to say anything well. None of you guys know how to say anything succinctly, and it's sickening. Instead of like, I don't know, taking like an extra course on statistics or anything, blah, 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 that, take a course on writing. I don't even know how that works. I feel like they work with other people to also write this shit together, right? Dude, I don't know. I feel like that's something I should have learned in my internship, which was 2 years ago now. Yeah, okay. Let's get a little bit of a sweet green in here. I haven't used a lot of these like lighter greens. Let me test out the colors. That's so sweet. Shut the fuck up, a little sage green. Never thought to try that before. I did take one final course in college though. What was this? This was called like critical analysis, critical rhetorical criticism analysis. I don't even know. Basically what we had to do was in this class, this was a final semester. So this was the only kind of, well, I did take an English course, but there wasn't a lot of writing in that. There was some writing in that, there was not a lot of writing in that. This was like all about writing. We were supposed to learn how to write. And it was supposed to be a research-based type paper, which I love. I love. We had to choose one specific topic and write 3 big papers on it over the semester, starting with the very final one that was kind of an argumentative, opinionated essay, right? And I chose the topic of Netflix and the way its algorithm doesn't actually encourage individualization among the viewers, but just spoon feeds the same thing to everyone. Customized thumbnails that they pick for people. I can't think of anything else. For you, because you watched, blah, 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 you know, like acting like, oh yeah, look at us. We're actually listening to you. We're listening to what you want, but it's not true. So I did kind of argue that a little bit. It wasn't like the biggest, craziest argument of the entire time, but I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with my professor too. That sounds very weird, but I really admired my professor. He was kind of trying to get us to be interested in this kind of stuff. Most of the class was not, but I was having a lot of fun. I feel like I was that really annoying student in that classroom to become, and all of them were freshmen too. I was the oldest one there. It was a little bit weird, but I loved that class. In the beginning, we were critiquing a lot of articles and stuff that we read, talking about, oh, why does this work? Why does that work? I was an annoying student in there, I was. I'm not denying that I was annoying. Should we color that in any kind of way? Maybe like a little bit of a pale, deep cream. What is deep cream? Oh, that's nice. We only have like 3 little things more to add. Oh my god, I don't know why I'm freaking out right now. Like, guys, this is low-key it. Oh, so let's talk about Substack. Because I did do a little bit of foray into Substack, right? Listen, I do love getting my opinions out there. I had very strong opinions when it came to the Barbie movie. I was like, guys, wait, we gotta do some shadows on the desk too, or did we do that already? And we could add some more. But, okay, let's go. Sorry, guys. Oh guys, some time has passed, as you can obviously see. Again, I had to recharge all the devices. See, this is a very long video and I probably shouldn't be taking this long, so I'm just trying to finish this up. I'm so sorry. This should not be the vibe right now. I remember I was talking about Substack and Barbie. I wrote a very long piece about that. I guess you can go read it if you want to. I'm thinking about like posting on Substack again. I don't know if I want to. But every now and again, I'll get like a very, very crazy, insane urge to be like, Lisma, you have to post. You have to post on Substack. This is your calling. You have to say, I don't know what that is. So that's that, guys. I'm so sorry. I want to be done with this video. I was just futzing around with a new editing software, DaVinci Resolve, because iMovie is a little bit too limiting, guys. It's a little bit too limiting. I told myself I was going to get on DaVinci Resolve way before. Every time I enter into the editing software, I'm like, I can't fucking do this. It's way too fucking confusing. It's too confusing. I found like a lot of cool things that I can do with this editing software, and I'm like, damn, I wish I actually like, I don't know, I wish I filmed it a different way so that we can get it. It could have been really a little bit more dynamic and interesting, but sucks. Anyways, we just have these things left. And I am going to put in the least amount of work to finish this off. The overhead light that I'm using right over here, it has a little tiny little ringing noise that I think is driving me fucking insane. I think it's driving, that's so orange. Oh my god, that's so orange. I don't like that. I was editing the footage and it came out like really, really strong on camera. So I had to figure out how to like audio fix the audio. Sorry for all of this insider knowledge. There, boom. Let's make a little bit of a tie-dye something. Yeah. Ooh. About rejoining Substack in particular too, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't know, maybe I will. It's just that not often do I have things that I want to say in a particular writing format. Sometimes I do, but it comes about very rarely. Ooh, cool little tie-dye. See what I'm getting at, guys? Silly. I'm so sorry, just had to film that. That was exactly like 4 minutes. That was just 4 minutes of filming. I should have another video coming to you next week. I'm trying really hard to get that out really fast, but I feel like roadblocks are constantly hitting me. I don't want them to hit me anymore. I just want to do my thing, bro. It should be a neuroscience video. Hold on then, hold on to that. So I hope you enjoyed my personality for this week. Sorry, it's a little bit disappointing. All you get for this week is my personality. I hope that you enjoyed it in some way. I hope. We gotta have a good conversation while doing something. Can we end this now? I'm so sorry. I gotta figure out how to edit the rest of this. Alright guys, I love you. Thank you for watching. Sorry for being so crazy. I'm so crazy. She's so crazy. Love her? Do we love her? Okay, good night guys. Sorry. Well, yeah, I'm sorry for saying so. I don't know. Goodbye.